Hi everyone, welcome to this week's episode of AT Fridays. Today we're going to have a look at, I have a picture here, but you're going to see it in action in a minute, the Raizer chair. And this is the Raizer II that has just come out, that we saw today at the Disability Expo, Just Live Disability Expo in Newcastle with our friends from Adjustacare. So I've got a video for you guys here that we took earlier on today to have a look at. Okay, so this is the fabulous, very helpful Danny from Adjustacare. Oh, and yours truly, me. So this was earlier today at the Disability Expo. What I really like about this device, so it's a falls assist device. So if somebody has a fall and they can't get up from the floor, then you would use this piece of assistive technology to assist them to get up from the floor. Now, historically, a lot of the clients that we see here, if we want to look at recommending this type of equipment, one of the issues that we have is that we can't actually really adequately trial it because there's a risk to getting the person down on the floor themselves. But this, as you saw here, I could just be lowered to the ground as part of the trial to actually get the person to see if it will be a suitable solution for them to have a carer to use to help them get up from the floor if they've had a fall. So imagine here that I've just fallen and I'm on my back. This is actually the Raizer II. So there was, I saw about 3 years ago at ATSA, they had the Raizer chair. And unfortunately in Newcastle where we are, it wasn't something we were able to trial at that time. But the Raizer II here, now available in Newcastle, so anyone else in the Hunter. All these parts that you can see that the guys from Adjustacare are pulling in and out, they're all identical and interchangeable. So it's really easy. You don't have to fit, green end into green hole, etc., etc. You can put any of those 4 posts there into any of the holes. And you just pop it in and then you use the remote control to help the person lift up off the ground. Now, there is a neck attachment, but as you can see here, Danny's providing support under my neck, which you really did need. You really did need that support as you're lifting up. You can stop it at any time. So you'll see here, Trish stops me. So we can check that I'm all okay. I haven't broken anything in the fall. I'm still okay to keep going with the transfer. And then you can start again. So you can stop it at any time as you're going up in this transfer. And it keeps lifting me up, so I'm in a nice seated position. It was a little bit sore underneath my back, but I think in the context of things and what it does, a little bit of soreness would be okay. And then I can either stop here in a seated position and I could do a lateral transfer. And you can actually remove those back supports as well. So say if I needed more room to do a transfer with a slide board, for example, then I could. Or it actually keeps going and it puts you in a standing position. So here you can see what it actually would look like on the floor. The old Raizer was a bit more of an issue in that a person really had to be able to bridge to get it underneath them. But this one, the Raizer II, says that you only need one carer to be able to assist. So that unit that I've got my left hand on there, you initially assist the person to put that under their legs, which you would do just by assisting them into the start of a recovery position with their legs up. And then as you saw in that first video where I just had to lean slightly over to one side, so not even get in a full recovery position or even 45 degrees, just be assisted slightly over. So each of those pieces could go under my back. Pop the legs in and then it assists to sit the person up. So yeah, designed for use with one carer to be able to assist someone to get up from the floor after they have a fall. New surfaces mean it's really easy to disinfect. It comes with a little carry bag, which you might have seen in some of the video just behind, I think Trish is standing right in front of it there. So it's really easy to lift. It's not very heavy overall. You're looking at 13 kilos overall, or if you split it into pieces, 8.5 kilos being the heaviest part. It doesn't take long to charge. If it's completely out of battery, it will only take 10 to 15 minutes to charge to get one use out of it. But if it's fully charged, which takes 6 hours, you'll get up to 80 lifts out of it for a person of average weight. It can take up to 150 kilos, in which case if you're lifting the maximum weight, you'll get up to 40 lifts out of one charge, which is still, I think, quite amazing. It costs around $6,500, which is a bit pricey, but if you think about it in terms of the alternative being someone either unsafely or being assisted unsafely to get up from the floor, or having to call the ambulance, which we have clients that have to do that multiple times to assist them to get up from the floor, then that's really quite a much more cost-effective option. So the Raizer chair from Adjustacare, so at Warners Bay, check it out. It's a great option, I think, for people that are at risk of having falls and are unable to get up from the floor safely without assistance.